Hello and welcome back to the calendar. I'm Michelle Horst here, of course, with the Herald-Mail's Lifestyle Editor Crystal Schelle, and we are going over all the events that you can expect coming over to Washington County and the surrounding areas over the next week. And we are going into a Rodeo Jam time at the Ag Center. What can you tell us about that, Crystal?
Well, they traditionally had rodeo during the fair and things, but this is the first time, I think this is the first time they've ever had this Rodeo Jam. It's going to have live music. Rochelle Lim, Matt Stillwood, the Borough Boogie Pickers, which I have to slow down and say, but they are favorites around here. They play bluegrass. So they're going to have also a country showdown with new artists, but the piece de resistance, as they say, is a Triple R Bull Company is going to be presenting their actual rodeo. So this definitely has rodeo in it. There's going to be a lot of crafts, track show, you name it. There's going to be they're going to have a dog agility demonstration, which I think is pretty fun, and plenty of children's events. This is definitely a family-friendly event. But there will be food and beer sold there, so which is nice because once you get out to the Ag Expo, there's not really any place to go but there. So you get out there in a pretty reasonable price.
Right, sounds like a dog agility competition.
Yes.
That sounds interesting. A little bit of everything going
Exactly.
on there. So let's give you that information. That is going to be Saturday from 11 in the morning until 10 at night at the Ag Center out on Sharpsburg Pike. Tickets are $15 and $12 in advance, so make sure you check that out. Now we're going into one of my very favorite things that I've gone to ever since I was little, the Smithsburg Steam and Craft Show, Steam Engine Craft Show. So what's going on with that, Crystal?
Well, last year was the very first time I went to this event. And
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my sister and I, one of my sisters and I went out there, and we just had a blast because they were showing some demonstrations of the actual tractors, so any kind of ag junkies can get out there and see that, and plenty of crafts to make anybody happy. So they're like the arts and crafts. They do grain thrashing, tractors and gas engines, steam tractor engines. There's going to be some saw and shingle mill too, so if you want to see how that works, that'd be great. Really part of our history. Robert Saunders is going to be signing his book, Tommytown Books. There's going to be plenty of crafts, like I said, and food. They had really good food there. But the fun thing is they have a parade at 5 o'clock on Saturday. So you can't get wrong with this event. It's a lot of fun, and if we have as beautiful weekends as we had in the last couple weeks, it'll be a great time.
It'll be a blast. Make sure you check that out. Like I said, it was one of my favorite things to go to when I was little because it's a steam engine show, and of course my brother always liked that part. But the craft show, there were always ladies out there that handmade Barbie clothes. And I would just love to go through all the little doll clothes and the Barbie clothes, and find the little unique items. But it's a lot of fun, and you can find if you're looking for a gift, if you're just looking for something really unique, and of course you can enjoy the tractor. So that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's give you that information. That is going to be the Smithsburg Steam Engine and Craft Show from 10 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. It is out at the Smithsburg Volunteer Fire Company Carnival Grounds. And for more information, you can call 301-665-2882. So that, again, is the Steam Engine Show. Make sure you check that out. It's one of my favorites. Okay, now we're going to go down to Bark in the Park.
Well, Bark in the Park's a great event. They've been having it for years, sponsored by the Washington County Humane Society. Not historical, Humane Society. And anyway, they usually would have it at City Park. This year it's at the Hagerstown Fairgrounds, which is very dog friendly. So this is a great event. People bring out their dogs, and at the fairgrounds they have the new
dog park
exactly.
Out there.
So that's a great place for them to even have this event. They also have a low-cost rabies clinic, so really you should have your rabies shots before you ever bring your dog with any other dog to any event. But they're going to have that from 10 to 2. There's going to be games, vendors, prizes, demos, and just a nice time to spend time with your puppy.
Yeah, and if you haven't checked out the dog park, that's an awesome time to check that out. So we'll give you that information. So Bark in the Park from 10 to 2 on Saturday out at the fairgrounds. It is $5 for a dog and handler and $2 each additional dog, or $3 each additional person. So bring more dogs.
Exactly.
So that'll be fun. That's on Saturday from 10 to 2. Now we're going to go down to an event that is going to be at the Kepler Theater at Hagerstown Community College. And what is that, Crystal?
It's the Barber of Seville. Hub City Opera Ensemble will be presenting it. Now, they just had an event earlier this year The photo we actually shows from that last event. We didn't have any photos yet of them in costume. So basically, this is Rossellini's opera about Elmira, the beautiful Rossellini, and the scheming Dr. Baratio. Again, I butchered all that. I just, for some reason, always think of Bugs Bunny because they did the whole Barbara Seville cartoon.
Oh, yes, okay, I
Killed
know,
the rabbit.
I remember now.
Yes. So I'm really excited because, you know, I went to see them earlier when they had this event, their last production, which was it was a steampunk production. I was amazed.
Now, this was the Hub City
Opera,
the opera ensemble that you went to see?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's great because the costuming is wonderful. I don't think there's a lot of costuming to this event, but I was just amazed at the level of musicality, how interested I was. And don't worry, there's subtitles.
Ah.
There's subtitles at the top of the theater, so if you don't know Italian, you're okay.
Okay, so we've got a whole spectrum of events from different cultures
Right.
for you this week. And that's out at the Kepler Theater, which has recently been renovated, correct? Out at
Yeah,
HCC?
I used to be a Robin Hood player back in HCC
Okay.
back in my day, 20 years ago. And it's amazing. It's so beautiful. It was time for an upgrade.
Wonderful.
And this is a nice place, and the seats are so comfy.
Great, let's give you that information. It's going to be, we have a couple different dates here, Saturday, September the 28th, and Sunday the 29th. And then they come around again on Friday, October 4th, and Saturday the 5th out at Kepler Theater. And of course, you can call 240-347-3001 for more information about that. And we have one last show for you, or one last event for you really quickly, the Hancock Magic Showcase. Real quick, Crystal.
Well,
what's that
if you
about?
love magic, this is the place to be. This is sponsored by the International Brotherhood of Magicians, King's Ring number 94. A lot of local magicians, a lot of fun, soft drinks and snacks to be sold, family-friendly event. Can't
Great,
beat the price.
and that is going to be at the Hancock Performing Arts Center Saturday at 7 o'clock. So thanks, Crystal. Thanks for joining us on the calendar. Make sure you check out all the events. We'll be back next week for even more.